No, it's like $1,000 more.
I know.
All right. All right, folks. Welcome to the main event, the last game of the day. The winner of this game decides who goes into the gold bracket or the silver bracket. And to make it even more interesting, if you have been a member and watching my streams for a while, watching my stream for a while, or one of the parents from Coach Cajun's team last year, well, what can I say except for I'm back. You're welcome to watch the game. We will be playing Prolink Rachel, which was literally Prolink Cajun last year. I know almost all of the players on the team, so we are going to attempt my first ever dual announcing, where I will be using names from both teams. Now, I don't know how well I remember the names. I know I don't know all of them, as some of the team has changed. But going to do the best I can today to announce both sides of this game. We'll see how it goes. In the meantime, welcome back to Cartersville, Georgia, home of the Lake Point Sports Center, where we are playing, obviously, indoor volleyball. But this center here has everything: indoor volleyball, outdoor volleyball, aka beach volleyball. It has wakeboarding, water skiing. I mean, it really covers just about everything. It's got a fantastic baseball center. It's supposed to be state-of-the-art. All of the same things that you would have at like a major league facility for training It's even got an indoor section with cameras and infrared. It is an out of this world, champion center is what they like to call it. So excited to be here. It really is a good facility. And my favorite part of this particular facility is that it actually has decent internet. So for the most part, this stream should be pretty good. Now, one thing to call out is maybe a little wobbly. That is not the camera. The camera is firmly mounted. That is literally the ground. This basketball court has enough give in this area that, well, that's what you get. All right, starting lineup. Number 5, Everly. Number 31, Juliet. Number 30, Sahara. Emily, number 12. Our libero, Brownwin, number 14. And Harper, number 20. Prolink, Rachel. Alara, number 9, getting ready to serve. And we're underway. And that's an ace for Alara. Obviously not how we want to start the game, but Prolink, Rachel happy. Their libero is Sai, number 21. Don't remember, Maya's number 22. I knew I'd get there if I waited a second, and that ball is out. So it's 1-all. Number 32 over there is Carly. Number 21 is Sai. Number 1 on the other side is Reagan. And number 13 is new to the team, and so I'm afraid I don't actually know her name. 1-all. There's Anna's serve. Carly handles that, pops it outside. That's an ace! Anna gets an ace. As Carly not quite able to handle that one. There goes Anna's second serve. Down to a knee, Carly gets there. A diving Alara couldn't quite get there. 3-1, Prolink Natty. Anna's serve again. Sai handles that one. Sai pops it to Alara. Alara goes to Reagan. Reagan slams it, spikes it. Juliet attempts for the block, along with Everly, not quite able to push her back over the net, and that comes down. 3-2. Carly now serving for Prolink Rachel. Bronwyn handles that. That goes to Harper. Harper to the outside, Emily. Emily with a spike. Sai's there for that. Alara punches it. Carly tries to get there, diving into the net. Prolink gets the point. Piper tags out. Juliet tags out. Piper comes in. Bronwyn will be serving. Looks like a substitution on Rachel. Carly swapping for Oriana. It's literally the ground. That is how much give there is in this floor right here.
Do you lower it at all? Would that make any difference?
Nope. I played with it during all of the downtime. The ground is moving that much. Bronwyn to Harper. Harper over to Everly. Everly with a spike cross court. Alara is there, and that is called 4 touches by Prolink Rachel. Bronwyn will get the serve again. There's some discussion going on. Not quite sure what the discussion is. There's so much give in this floor right now. I'm going to attempt to lower you guys and see if that makes a difference. At least reduce the amount of sway that you get. Of course, now I can't tell if you can see or not. Looks like it's not bad on the view, not great either. You'll have to let Tiffany know. Bronwyn serves. Sai handles that. Alara to Reagan. Reagan with the spike. Bronwyn's there on the return. Harper's got it. It goes over to Everly. Everly with a spike. Sai dives, saves it. That's to Alara. Alara to Reagan. Reagan sends it over the back and gets there. Bronwyn to Harper. Harper to Piper. Piper jumps a little early, not quite able to get there. Prolink Rachel gets that one. Trying my best here for you folks, but the ground on this side is moving like crazy. Number 13 for Rachel to serve. Bronwyn down to a knee, gets there. That's Emily. Emily to Everly. Everly sends it over. Maya handles that one. Rachel goes cross court. Oh, camera lady almost taken out, saved by a parent. All right, we're going to have a substitution now. Everly and Mallory swapping out. Harper and Maddie are swapping out. That'll have Mallory serving number 98. There's her serve. It's a good one. Oriana. Kate spikes it. Kate hits it a little too hard. Mallory again. Oh, top of the net. 7-4. All right, number 20 serving, also a new player. Ara, I believe is her name. I heard somebody shouting. Bronwyn handles that. Mallory goes over to Maddie. Maddie sends it over, and it goes wide. 7-5. Number 20 for Coach Rachel, getting ready to serve again. I am off by points somewhere, so I'm going to correct those. Mallory over to Maddie again. Maddie sends it over. Number 20 is there for that. Sai to Olivia. Olivia pops it up. Here comes the return from Maddie after the spike. Back corner, too far. I don't know what the question is. Looks like not authorized to serve on that is the call. Up judge is a little frustrated. I don't know if she didn't call it or what happened there. Everybody's waiting for the scoreboard to get ready. Maybe they're trying to fix what happened. I had us at 7-5 originally. They had 8-4. Looks like they have aligned back to my score at 7-5. So all of that last play you saw was not real. We had early motion, which brings the ball back over. This is a very confusing call, folks. I'm really just watching the scoreboard at this point because I have no idea what is happening.
I don't think we were supposed to serve that last game.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So it's 7-5 our serve? Lots of conversations going on. Nobody knows what's happening. We do know that Anna and Sahara are swapping, though. And Emily's going to serve. And the score is now 8-5. Okay, we're making progress here. There's the serve. It's deep. A little bit of sauce on that one, but it stays in. Return from Reagan. She pops it, but Mallory gets there. Maddie sends it nice and high. Piper with an over-the-back bump reacts at the last second. Reagan's going to do it again, flat-footed. Hits it into the net. Because how high is that net, folks? Too high. Emily's going to be serving right next to me again. There's the serve. Maya to 20, down. Bronin gets there. Pops nice and high. Sahara's going to take it. Sahara sends it over. A diving 20, but Sahara gets the kill. Emily with a serve. Sai's got that one. Sai to 20. 20 to Reagan. Reagan spikes it, and it goes wild long. They gave the score to the wrong team. 11-5. Now 11-6. They gave the last natty point to Rachel. They're really struggling on the refs on the scoring side today. Emily and Ananya are going to swap out. All right, we are officially going with 10-6 is the new score, apparently. There's the serve. Sahara down to a knee. That's Mallory. Mallory to Maddie. Maddie sends it over the net. Maya handles that. 20 is there. Reagan from the outside gets it in with the kill. 10-7.
You didn't text Tram.
The text must not have gone through. I tried. I sent them all. It's a shortcut. I can't miss somebody. It just runs them all. That went long for those of you that were listening to my wife. See, they did it again. All right, Piper's now going to serve. 11-7. Still wrong. It should be 11-7. It is really bad how this is going. It is incredible to me how difficult it is for them to score correctly today. Piper again. Sai handles that, but can't quite get there. Piper gets an ace. Timeout, Rachel. At this point, I've lost track of what the score should be, but I'm pretty sure it should be 12-7. I'm pretty sure.
13-7.
I think it's 12-7 or 13-7.
Piper just got one, so it should be 13-7.
They've screwed it up so badly, I cannot keep track.
Piper just got the point. They can get Piper's point.
No, they are really bad over there right now.
Piper.
Just let it go.
No, my kid got a point. They didn't give it to her.
Prolink Rachel back on the court. The score continues to be wrong. I just don't know how bad you can do this. Piper serves again. Piper with an ace! I guess we've decided the score is 13-8 now. Whatever. If you're watching at home, I hope you're keeping track because we're not here. There's the next serve. Sai gets there. That's another ace! This is truly the worst scorekeeping I've ever seen. Okay.
Not as bad as last game.
It's just like... All right, there's the serve from Piper. Carly down to a knee, gets there. Number 20 pops it. Reagan sends it over. Piper's there for that one. Mallory sends it high. Maddie's going to send it across the net and does. Carly can't handle it. Maddie gets herself a kill. 15-8-ish. There's Piper's serve. Maya's there for that one. That's another ace. Piper with another ace, 16-8. Piper grinning from ear to ear. Another serve from Piper. Sai handles that one. 20 pops it over to Reagan. Reagan sends it. Mallory's there for the return. Piper calls for it, pops it, sends it over. Reagan's there. Reagan the 20, 20 to Carly. Carly sends it. Carly gets herself a kill.
I'm willing to bet Prolink wins.
I think you were probably right. There's the serve. Bronwyn down. Mallory pops it. Maddie's going to back foot spike it. Kate's there. That's to Reagan. To Carly. Blocked by Juliet at the net, though. That's our middle. The shout from the sidelines. Maddie and Harper swapping out. Mallory and Everly swapping out. So Harper coming in the serve, number 20. 17-9, I think. There's Harper's serve. Maya handles that. 20 sets it. Attempted block by number 13 sent it over. Juliet tried to block it. Not able to. 17-10. That's going to have Alara serving. Number 9 for Prolink Rachel. There's Alara's serve. Sahara handles that. Harper to Juliet. Juliet with the spike. Goes wide. 17-11. Alara will serve again. Right now on their side, Alara, Sai, Maya, Olivia, Carly, and 13, who I'm afraid I don't know. Sahara gets down there. Not quite able to get it up far enough for someone to set it or spike it. 12 points now for Prolink Rachel. Here we go again. Alara's serve. Sahara over the net. Carly gets herself a kill as she shoves that right back down. And that's a timeout called by Prolink Natty as Coach Rachel gets 3 points quickly in a row. Hope you're enjoying watching today's game. Let's see if I can get some names for the other team and try to remember them. All right, we're going for names here. Number 13.
Trinley.
Trinley. Number 20.
Ara.
Ara. No, 17-13 is the adjusted corrected score. I mean, it's not the real score, but it's the one we're pretending is the real score. The real score is actually 19-11, but what do I know? All right, Alara to serve. Trinley, number 13. I got to say it a couple times. Maybe it'll help me remember it. We are waiting for the line judge, the down judge. Down judge says he's good. All right, here we go. Alara serves. Sahara pops it up. Bronwyn calls for it, sends it over. That's going to be Everly. Everly spikes it. Sai moves it forward. Olivia spikes it into the net. Because how high is that net, folks? Too high. All right, Sahara swapping for Anna, who will come in to serve. Ananya swapping for Emily, who will come in on the front row. Up front, we have Emily, Everly, and Juliet. Mid-court, Bronwyn and Harper. And then, as I mentioned, Anna will be serving from the left-hand side of your screen. On the other side, Alara, Carly, Sai, who took that one basically. That's going to be Alara, who moves it back to center. Sai sends it over the net. Bronwyn's there for that. Harper to Juliet. Juliet, that's set behind her, not able to get there. Continuing on the Prolink Rachel side, that's Trinley wearing number 13. Maya wearing, I don't know, I can't see it from here, 22? All right, there's the serve from Carly. Sahara slides and gets there. Bronwyn pops it nice and high. Emily spikes it to the back. That's Sai. Carly is able to get there. Are they going to send it over? They do. Emily's there to receive it. Harper goes behind her all the way to Everly. Sai getting ready to return. Alara sets it. That's a good spike and kill from Olivia. 18, 19, I don't know what's going on. Score should be 18-15. Currently it's 19-15 now. Why not? Oh, wait, no, they fixed it. 18-15. Carly, that's Anna down to a knee. It's going to be hard. Anna was not expecting that ball to come back to her, and it's now 18-16. Prolink Rachel making a comeback. All right, Carly to serve again. Bronwyn pops it. That's Harper. Harper goes straight up. That's Everly who sends it over. Alara pops it high. Maya's going to go for the spike. Gets blocked by Juliet, though. Juliet gets the spike because Maya tried to send it over. Bronwyn will be staying in the serve as Juliet steps out. Piper moves into the front row. No, it's 19. Yeah. They raised us and then took us back to where we were supposed to be at 18. So we're good. We're good on the adjusted score. There's the serve. Handle quickly returned and it goes out. 20-16. That's an ace, folks. All right, Harper and Anna on the far side of your screen. Serving from mid-court, Bronwyn. Bronwyn serve. Size there for that. Alara sends it up. Maya with the spike gets tipped. Anna not quite able to get there after the tip. 20-17. The back and forth continues. Trinley getting ready to serve. Looks like Kate has come into the front row for Prolink Rachel as Size steps out. There's Trinley's serve. Anna's right there for it. Harper sets it to Piper. Piper punches it over. Alara dives and saves it. Olivia ends up hitting it into the net, though. But good effort by both teams on that. Substitution time, Everly and Mallory. Harper and Maddie, that's your double mint gum substitution. (21-17). Oh, unfortunately, straight into the net. 21-18. Double substitution on the side of Prolink Rachel. Alara's stepping out for Reagan, and Olivia stepped out for Ara. Ara will be serving. Here we go. 21-19 apparently. I must have missed one. That one's I could have. Emily to Mallory. Mallory behind her to Emily. Emily again. Emily with a kill! All right, that's going to have Emily serving. She does serve right next to you, so I'm going to quiet for a moment. And Anna and Sahara swapped out there. There's the serve. Sai handles that. Nice and high. Ara hits it. Piper ends up blocking it. Getting a kill as that ball crept over the net. 23-19. We have a code 23-19. There's Emily's serve. Rolls over the net. Maya gets down to a knee, though, and saves it. Reagan pops it up high. And Ara and Kate do not talk. And that ball bounces off both of them. 24-19 set point for Natty. This is the 15-2s team, Prolink Natty, versus the 14-1s team, which is Prolink Rachel. Oh, there's your serve. Sahara and Maddie diving out of the way to avoid getting hit as that ball came flying in. Still set point, 24-20. Maya serving, and Carly has swapped in for Oriana. There's Maya's serve. Bronwyn takes that. That's to Mallory. Mallory over to Sahara. Sahara sends it. Diving save by Maya. Set by Arik. Carly sends it over, but Mallory's there. Bronwyn sends it out. This is going to be hard for Sahara. Over the back and does it. Carly's there for that. Maya calls for it, gives it back to Carly. Carly sends it to Bronwyn. There's Mallory. Mallory's going over to Maddie. Maddie Lash with the tip. Maddie Lash with the kill. Maddie wins the set. 25-20. Hard fought game by Prolink Natty. Coach Rachel already in timeout conversation mode, preparing for set 2. That ends our first set. I'll be curious if anybody watched the game live, what the actual score of that was, if you kept track, because it was definitely not what the scoreboard said. I just don't know how far off it ended up actually being. So what you're seeing right here is basically the second best of Prolink, their 15-year-old age team, which is ours, Prolink Natty, versus the best of the 14-year-old team, which is the 14-1s, which is Coach Rachel. We just went, if you watched me last season, you may recognize, it's also why I know all of, or most of the names, is that was Prolink Cajun last year. The 13-1s that Piper played for. Still a very tight-knit team, most of the same players. It's nice to see the energy they have that they're bringing to the table, and in a hard-fought match against a team that is just 1 year older than them. The game before this one, they actually played the 15-3s and beat them, which is why we're playing them now. If we can win this set, we will be moving into the gold playoff bracket sometime tomorrow. Let's see who our starting lineup is. Looks like we've got Emily. We've got Juliet. And we've got Everly. In the back row, looks like we've got Piper, Harper, and Anna. Piper will almost certainly be substituted out for Bronwyn, our libero again. Still waiting to see Coach Rachel's team come on the court. One thing I can say, though, is that right now the score is correct, 0-0. One thing I can say right now is the score is correct, 0-0.
Okay, we're married. I just said that.
I also said, though, can we have the 2 points that we didn't get last time?
Let's just start off.
Yeah, because our kid got one and they didn't give it to her, and that pisses me off even more.
Well, I've asked my viewers to tell me what the real score actually was. Apparently, my wife made the same joke. We are apparently married. And have been married for way too long.
Sarah says, you need to wake up. Time to play, boy.
Why do I need to wake up? I'm doing fine.
No. She says you sound tired.
I'm wide awake.
You guys sound more enthusiastic. You gotta show it.
More enthusiastic? I'm using a lot of brain power to keep track of 2 teams' names in my head while watching the game in real time. Bronwyn has substituted in for Piper. On Coach Rachel's side, looks like we've got Lexi. I can't read her number. She's not facing me. Maya, and then Kate wearing number 24. That's your back row. Trinley wearing number 13. Carly wearing 32. And Alara wearing 9 is your front row. Side, number 21, just substituted in for Kate. She's the libero. And we are underway. That's the serve. Maya handles that. Alara gets there in time. Carly sends it over. Carly gets a kill to start the game. 0-1. So that's Prolink Rachel taking an early lead. And you know what they did? They gave the point to Natty. Already starting this off wrong. 1-all. They are really struggling with the scoreboard over there. 1-1 at least is the score. Bronwyn serves, unfortunately, does not get it the right direction, and it's 1-2. That's going to have Carly serving for Prolink Rachel. There's the serve from Carly, and it goes long. 2-all. It's double substitution time. Harper for Maddie, and Everly for Mallory. So up front right now, you have Maddie, Piper, Emily. Mid-court, you have Anna and Bronwyn, and serving is Mallory. 2-all. Lexi, Trinley, Alara, Oriana, Sai, and Maya. Waiting on Prolink Rachel. We're still waiting for the down judge to give the all clear. There's the serve. Sai dives, tries to get there, can't. That's an ace! All right, Mallory to serve again. This time a little closer, right on the edge of the court. 3-2 is the score. Sai's there for that. That goes to Alara. Alara goes all the way over to Maya. Maya spikes it. Bronwyn gets a fist on it. 3-all. As that ball goes out of bounds. Trinley's going to be serving. Kate just came in for Sai on Prolink Rachel. There's our serve. Emily to Mallory. Mallory back to Emily. Emily with a spike. And Emily with a kill! Valiant effort by, I think that was Alara with the dive on that one. Emily's going to be serving right next to me. There's the serve. Sai dives, tries to get there. Alara gets there, tips it over. Good teamwork. That's Mallory. Mallory back to Sahara. Sahara hits it into the net, though. 4-4. Point for point fight continues as Ananya comes in, swapping out for Emily. Ara now serving for Prolink Rachel. There's the serve. Sahara's right there for that. Mallory tried to get it, but it slipped through her fingers, and Prolink Rachel takes a 1-point lead. Oh, Ara tries to serve it, doesn't make it to the net. All right, Bronwyn out. And that brings Juliet in up front. Piper serves. Here comes the return. Ara sets it up. That's going to be Maya. Maya finds a hole right in front of a diving Ananya. 6-5. Piper out, Bronwyn in. Your front row right now, Juliet. Well, on our side lined up is Juliet, Mallory, and Maddie. Back row, Sahara, Ananya, Bronwyn. Ananya handles that. Bronwyn moves it forward. It's going to be to Sahara. Sahara sends it over. Sai's there for that one. Ara sets it, goes over to Carly. Carly sends it. Carly gets the kill. 5-7. Prolink Rachel now up by 2. Maya wearing number 22, serving from the back row. Back far side. There's the serve. Ananya's there for that. Maddie is able to bring it in and send it over the net. Good play by Maddie. Missed set by Ara. Carly not able to get there to recover the set. 6-7. And that makes it Doublemint substitution time. Everly comes in for Mallory. And Harper comes in for Maddie. Harper serving mid-court. There's the serve right down the line. Carly takes that one. Ara pops it back to Carly. Carly spikes it. Ananya gets down to a knee. A rushing Harper tried to get there, couldn't quite. 6-8. The point-for-point fight continues. Discussion at the scoreboard, waiting. Potential rotation problem. Looks like a discussion on whether or not they properly reflected the substitution. Because they're pointing at Everly, so I would assume that means they missed the substitution earlier. The up judge, visibly frustrated. Not that I blame her. This has been a rough one from both a scoring and a score-keeping standpoint. Right now, Kate, number 24 there in the back, playing a little dribble with the ball, throwing it in the air. Coach Rachel right now on her team. You've got 24 Kate, 20 Ara, 22 Maya. Your front row from left to right, 15 Olivia. Carly in the middle wearing 32 and Trinley wearing 13. We are cleared to go, so we're going to get back to this game now, your regularly scheduled program. There's the serve. Bronwyn handles that one. That's to Harper. Harper to Juliet. Juliet with a spike. Handled by Maya. Ara pops it up. Trinley sends it over. A diving save. Bronwyn's there for that. Everly rushes, gets there in time. That's Trinley. Trinley to Ara. Ara to Olivia. Olivia to Harper. And Harper returns it, but it goes out of bounds. 6-9. Prolink Natty's team needs to get back in this one. 3-point deficit. There's the serve. Bronwyn moves it forward. That's going to be to Juliet, who calls for it with an over-the-back bump. Maya to Ara. Ara to Olivia again. Olivia to Ananya. Ananya to Harper. Harper to Everly. Everly with the spike. But Kate's there. Ara moves it forward. That's going to be to Carly, who sends it over. Bronwyn's there for ready. Harper goes behind it. And Sahara with a kill as she perfectly placed that ball right over the defender, but also, and probably most importantly, right on the line. Anna comes in for Sahara after the substitution. Excuse me, Emily comes in for Ananya, and Anna came in for Sahara. All right, there's the serve, third hit. Olivia sends it over. Juliet's there for that. That goes to Anna. Anna moves it forward. Emily spikes it, but unfortunately spiked it right into the net. 7-10. Double substitution as Alara comes in, and so does Kate for Prolink Rachel. Alara wearing number 9 to serve. 7-10. There's the serve, and it goes wide. All right, Bronwyn the serve. Piper comes in up front. Bronwyn serve, clears the net. Side dive for it, go for it. Couldn't quite get there, though. That's an ace. 9-10. Valiant effort by Sai as she laid her whole body out to get there for that one. There's the next one down on the side. Carly was there. Alara back to Carly. Harper over to Emily. Emily spikes it. Maya's there for that. Trinley pops it up. That's going to be Kate. Or Lexi, excuse me. Emily with that spike. That's to Sai. Sai to Carly. Carly to Trinley. Trinley sends it over. Harper's there. Piper pops it up and sends it over. Trinley goes for the kill, but hits it too hard. 10-all. Bronwyn getting ready to go again. There's Bronwyn's serve. Carly was there for that. Alara pops it back to Carly. Carly spikes it into the net. And Prolink Natty gets a point, putting them in the lead for the first time, at least in a while, if not the entire game. Or the entire set, excuse me. Here goes Bronwyn again. Size there for that one. Good setup. Alara moves it over to Carly. Carly spikes it, gets tipped. Anna's able to get there. Bronwyn calls for it. Piper sends it over the net. It's going to be close, but it didn't matter because Maya hit it. No, Lexi was there. Lexi and Trinley get the kill. That's going to have Carly serving. 11 all. Bronwyn not quite able to handle that. That's an ace for Carly. Coach Natty giving some coaching to the team in the back row about how to receive Carly's services. There's the serve. Anna lets it go, and it was long. Good call by Anna. Little too much spice on that one. Substitution time. Mallory and Everly, Maddie and Harper. So our front row will now be Maddie, Piper, Emily. In the back will be Anna and Bronwyn, and Mallory's about to serve. That's Prolink Natty. Oriana, Cy, and Maya in the back row for Prolink Rachel. Lexi, Trinley, and Alara in the front for Prolink Rachel. Up ref waiting for the down ref to say we're all good, and we've registered the substitutions that just occurred there. Gives all the girls a minute to breathe, I think. All right, we're good to go. There's the serve. Oriana. Alara with a dive. Cy sends it over. That's Bronwyn. Bronwyn to Mallory. Mallory goes to the outside. Emily. Emily spikes it. Maya's there for that. Alara moves it forward. Maya's going to spike it. Bronwyn moves it forward. Mallory pops it high. Piper sends it over. Given that means we didn't get the point there. That's going to have... That brings Bronwyn back in. Bronwyn back in. Maya serving for Prolink Rachel in this point-for-point knockout drag out. Emily's there for that. That's to Mallory. Should be 17-15. And that's a timeout called by Rachel. So I think I figured out the trick here. The Wi-Fi disconnects you every hour, and you have to re-authenticate. And that's what went wrong, is that my hour was up because I connected early to make sure that I could get the stream up and running and address the fact that there's so much movement on these floorboards as best that I could, and it caused the problem that you experienced. So I'll have to watch for that tomorrow and see if I can find a way to script something to stay connected. In the meantime, though, the good news is the team's back on the court. We have Emily, Everly, and Juliet up front. Bronwyn and Harper mid-court, and Anna's serving. There's Anna's serve. It's a good one. Maya takes that. Ara sends it to Trinley. Trinley spikes it. After the tip, Anna's able to get there. Behind her, that goes to Everly. Everly gets it. Everly gets herself a kill as she pushes through the attempted block. 21-17. Anna again down the line and goes in. That's an ace as it caught the very line. If this was baseball, you'd have seen the chalk fly on that one. 22-17. Anna again. Maya handles that one. That goes to Ara. Ara to Trinley. Trinley sends it over. Emily was right there. Harper rushed to get there in time. Everly tried to send it over. Did not quite get it. 22-18. 3 points away from set and match. Let's get that ball back right here. Meanwhile, on Prolink Rachel, Alara is in to serve. 22-18. There's the serve. Bronwyn's right there for it. That's to Harper. Harper goes behind her to Everly. Everly spikes it. Cy gets a punch on it. And Everly gets herself yet another kill. 23-18. Piper in. Bronwyn will serve. 23-18. Bronwyn serve. Cy's there for that. Alara gives it over to Lexi. Lexi with a great spike and a kill gives us my favorite number, 23-19. 23-19. Carly's going to serve now. 23-19. Carly serve. Bronwyn's there for that. Harper rushes over, gets there in time. Piper's going to take it. Piper with the spike. Waiting for it was Lexi. There's Alara over to Maya. Maya with a spike. Anna was waiting for that. Harper goes all the way across to Emily. Emily tries to take out one of the coaches. 23-20. Timeout called by Prolink Natty, as we do not want to let Coach Rachel's team get any momentum here. It is currently 8:47 at night Eastern time. This place is slowly shutting down as games end, and yet this game, scheduled at 7 p.m., didn't start till 8, is still underway. All right, Prolink Natty first back out. Coach Rachel using all of the available time. Emily running around trying to get people excited, cheered up. Fitzy did that ice Carly. It did not. Anna's there for that. Harper sends it over. Alara goes over to Maya. Bronwyn gives it over to Emily. Emily with a spike. It gets hit. Emily gets herself a kill! As Carly tried to handle that and was not quite able to. Set and match point. Everly staying on, getting a chance to serve as Harper moves into the front row. Set and match point. Everly serve. Cy's there for that. I think Maya actually ended up hitting it. Alara to Lexi. Piper was up there with the block. They did handle it. Maya, but it doesn't matter as that goes into the net. Prolink Natty wins again, 25-20, getting the set and the match and going undefeated today, winning all 3 matches. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back again sometime tomorrow as we enter the gold bracket, going for potentially a tournament championship. Thanks for watching.